For the next event is the men's 5,000 meter. For this one, I predicted that, oh geez, these names, I'm so sorry guys, but I'm gonna try to pronounce them anyway. I predicted that Agus Gebruet would win it. He has the fastest PB of the field with 12:36.73, and he also has had the fastest season's best going in of 12:46.82. In second place, I predicted for it to be Yomif Kejelcha, who has the second fastest PB off the field with 12:38.95, along with the second fastest season's best going in of 12:47.84. And he also had first place finishes in Spain over 10 kilometers, first place finish in Germany over 5 kilometers, and actually finished first at the Paris Diamond League over 5,000 meters. In third place, I had Telehun Haley Bekele, who I just felt has been consistent enough this season to be in my top 3. For the actual results, I did get first place right, which would have been Yamith, who ran a time of 12:49.46 for the win. In second place was Jimmy Gracier. Third place was Berhanu Balu. So only the person who I predicted to come first came in the top 3. And as I've said, the longer distances, I'm new to them in terms of predicting them, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch them as much as the sprints, but not to worry, I will be changing that, where I'll be watching them way more in order to be able to predict the long distances better, by just watching them more, learning the strategies that the athletes use, and also just focusing on recovery, and looking at all of that. So I'm looking to do great things when it comes on to the long distance. Now for the men's triple jump, for my prediction, I actually predicted for Jordan Scott to be first, and I'm very proud of myself because, of course, he was taking on some men, several of whom had way better personal bests than him. But with how he's been progressing this year, with a personal best as going in with a personal best and season's best of 17.34. This young man has been jumping PBs all season, and actually 8 of 10 of his top performances ever came from 2025 alone, and the remaining 2 are all the way from 2019, which indicates how good it is to stay the course as an athlete, because it could always be you. It might not be you this year, next year, the year after, but it could be you eventually. So I'm glad that he stayed the course. So that's good. My second place, I predicted that it would be Fabrice Zango, who I said could also upset because, of course, his personal best and his usual tendencies indicated that he could upset. He has a PB of 19.72 with a season's best of 17.21. This man is a great athlete with gold and bronze medals that he's won at Indoor World Champs. He's won bronze, silver, and gold at the World Championships, which it's crazy. He won, if I'm remembering correctly, bronze in 2019 over at the World Champs, then silver in 2022 at the World Champs, and then gold in 2023 at the World Champs. If that doesn't indicate consistency and the willingness to do better the next time, then I don't know what will. He has expressed that he will be retiring from track this year in order to focus on, his other national duties, because he's a brilliant man, in his country. I love how he contributes to his country. I love how he balances track and education. I think it's beautiful. So, we thank you so much, Zango, for your contribution to track and field. We really appreciate you. And we definitely wish you all the best in your future endeavors once you do leave, which you have indicated you'll be doing by the end of this season. For third place, I predicted for it to be Andy Hernandez Diaz, who has a PB and season's best of 17.80 meters. He won gold at this year's Indoor World Champs over at the triple jump. He's also been top 3 in every competition since the season began. So, he's very good. And for my dark horse, I had Thomas Gogois. I probably butchered that. Or Gogoi, I don't even know, man. Who has a personal best of 17.38 with a season's best of 17.11 and has just been very consistent on the circuit. Now, for the actual results, as I predicted, Jordan Scott came first with a massive personal best of 17.52 after having jumped 17.44. So he dominated that. So that was really great going from him. In second place was Yasser Mohammed Tricky with a season's best of 17.23. And third place was Handy Hernandez Diaz with a season's best of 17.19. Zango came fourth with 17.09. And Thomas Gogoi came fifth with 16.75. So my predicted top 3 and my dark horse came top 5. I will gladly accept that. Andy, who I predicted top 3, came third, and Tricky upset my top 3, which is totally fine. This is why we wait until the events are jumped or ran or thrown, so that we can see who will come out on top once the chips fall where they do. So yeah, great going, Jordan. I think I'm going to be doing a video about you specifically. I just really love, the work that you've been putting in over the season. Of course, everyone knows that Jaden Hibbert has indicated that he'll be switching allegiance to Turkey. It's just so crazy how we, almost as soon as Jaden is about to leave us, we're getting another triple jump great. I just find it so unfortunate that Jaden is leaving, because just imagine if Jaden and Jordan, were battling each other, week in, week out, season in, season out. These young men could bring themselves over 18 meters by, sorry, is it 18 meters? I'm sorry. I don't think it's 18. Anyways. So yeah, 18 meters actually, yeah. These men could bring themselves over 18 by constantly competing, because iron sharpens iron, and they most likely will do it in the future, but just not for the same country, which sucks. But we do love you, Jadon. We support any decision that you choose to make in order to secure a future that's the best for you. But yeah, great going, Jordan. We love your progress so far this year. For the next event, that is the men's 3,000 meter steeplechase, where I had Bakali winning it, so Bakali winning, Frederick Rupert second, and Mohammed in third. Now Bakali did win, which I'm that's great. But I only got that one right. The next two unfortunately did not place. Sorry, top 2. And as I said, long distance is a bit new to me when it comes on to predicting it. So I'll keep working on that, okay? Promise. Next, we have the pole vault. It was so easy to predict this one. I'm so sorry. In first place, I had Mondo Duplantis. Second place, I had Menno Vloon. Third place, I had Emmanuel Corrales. And then my dark horse was Curtis Marshall. For the actual results of this one, Duplantis came first, like I predicted. Emanuele came second. And Curtis Marshall, my dark horse, came third. And my initially predicted second place, which is Melo Vloon, he came sixth. So my top 3 and my predicted dark horse came top 6. I'll gladly accept that. And I love when my dark horses come top 3, because it means that I spotted someone who I believe can either come top 3 or win it all. And so I love that my dark horses always prove to be stallions, and that's exactly what Curtis did. So yeah, I've been on a roll with these predictions, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, great going there. Next is the high jump. Ooh, this one, this is my proudest prediction. So for the high jump, I predicted that Wu would win it. He has a personal best of 2.36 with a season's best of 2.31 going in. He's come first in every competition that he's competed in this year, so he's not lost once. So it was a no-brainer picking him as favorite. Second place, I had Jan Stefala, who was a personal best as well as season's best of 2.33, which was the world lead going in. He's been very consistent on the circuit. For third place, I had Javon Harrison, who has a personal best of 2.36 and a season's best of 2.26 going in. He's a very great competitor who I don't know. I just felt like he would bring it, even though when I looked at his performances this season, they weren't as promising as I would have hoped when going in to do my predictions. But I guess it was intuition, So let me tell you the results. First place was Wu, who jumped a world lead of 2.34. Second place was John Stefala in 2.32. And third place was Javon Harrison in 2.27 for his season's best. So, hey, my top three came exactly 1, 2, and 3. And my dark horse actually was Romain Beckford, by the way. He has a personal best of 2.30 with a season's best of 2.26 meters. I believe that Romain has a lot of potential. But when I look at his performances, sometimes it can either be a hit or a miss sometimes, which is why I put him as my dark horse, because I was hoping that this time it would be a hit. But that's fine. He's young. He has time. I believe in him. And then last but definitely not least, I can't believe I put this one last, but hey, hopefully that's kept my viewers, on. So, you guys didn't leave me like midway through because you're like, where's the 800? So, for the 800 meters, I initially predicted that the winner would be Emmanuel Wanyonyi. He has a personal best of 1:41.11 with a season's best of 1:41.95 going in. He's been very dominant over the 800 meters, especially this season so far. And what I loved from him this season is when he out-strategized the 1500 meter specialists to win the 1500 meter at the in Grand Slam Jamaica. I was really impressed. And then in second place, I predicted for it to be Marco Arop. He's a gentle giant, I would say, who's always in the mix, of course. And I believe he's the only person who could really take down Wanyonyi. And then in third place, I predicted for it to be Gabriel Tula, who has a PB of 1:41.61, a season's best of 1:42.72 going in, and has been very consistent on the circuit. For my dark horse, it was Djamel Sejadi, who has a personal best of 1:41.46 and a season's best going in of 1:42.27. And he's just been so consistent to me. And I just felt like he could do something as a dark horse. So, for the actual results, Wanyonyi came first, as I predicted, with a world lead of 1:41.44. That's his third best performance ever. So I guess Wanyonyi basically, he proved yesterday, for Arop, Marco Arop, you just may need to get more aggressive if ever you want to beat me, especially this season when it matters most. So yeah, Arop, you're a gentle giant, and that's totally fine. Not all of us will be all the time, but sometimes we need to show that aggression, and I hope to see you show that aggression and really challenge Wanyonyi. Wanyonyi, yeah. In second place was Josh Hoey. I don't know how I left Josh out of my predictions. I should have at least made him a dark horse. Sorry, Josh. Josh actually ran a PB of 1:42.01 in order to come second. So that's amazing. And then my dark horse, who proved to be a stallion, that's Djamel Sejadi, came third with a season's best of 1:42.20. Peter Bowl of Australia came fourth. And my initially predicted second place finisher came fifth, which is Marco Arop in a season's best of 1:42.73. Hey, I got 2 of 3 right. So I'll take that. And then of course my predicted top 3 and my dark horse came my predicted top 3, Gabriel came 10th. So let me say, so 2 of my predicted top 3 and my dark horse came top 5. Well, unfortunately, Gabriel didn't do as well as I had hoped and came 10th, but that's fine. He gets to go again. So yeah, that's it for the Monaco Diamond League on the men's side. I was thoroughly impressed by the performances. If I were to give my favorite performance from the men, it would definitely be Wanyonyi's performance. Every time I see Wanyonyi, I can feel the confidence oozing from him. And I love a confident person who backs it up. So Lyles, Wanyonyi, Tibogo, all those persons. But yeah, guys, that's it. I really enjoyed these performances. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. Be nice to yourself and be nice to others. Loving and supporting everyone around you is free. Do it. Especially the athletes. We don't know what they're going through most times, but what we do know is we need love and support from the people around us who love and support us. So if you love and support the athletes, show it Full stop. Yeah. Thank you guys so much, and bye.